statistikos. Ir dabar scena bus skirta bankininkams, bankams ir inovacijoms mažmeniniai bankininkystei ir jų vizijos pristatymui, kas čia naujo, kas čia keičiasi. Ir pirmiausiai noriu pakviesti Aurelijus Sinkevičius Swedbanko Verslo plėtros skyriaus vadovą, kuris kalbės, kaip neapsiriboti bankininkyste, kad žmonės, įmonės ir visuomenė galėtų tobulėti. Prašom, scena jūsų.
Girdit mane? Girdit. Kadangi prezentaciją darysiu su savo kolega iš Estijos, tai jums leidus kalbėsiu angliškai. Hi again, my name is Aurelijus Sinkevičius, I'm representing Swedbank, and I'm really glad to be here at Rise Vilnius, perhaps this is the place where all the disruption in the financial industry has started. And with that disruption, I'm rather happy to embrace it, because it also means that I'm not only losing something, but I'm also able of discovering something new. So that disruption, what I was mentioning, what it brought to me personally, I discovered my new friend from Estonia. Please welcome Tavi Hobiogi from Airplay Books, and this is one of the recent partners that Swedbank has teamed up. Okay. Yeah, the next slide, if I remember it correctly, it was about the cloud of unknown, the cloud which is expanding basically on the daily basis. And I think we are kind of having similar experience together with you. We at Swedbank entering that cloud of unknown as well as you in the retail industry. And that cloud of unknown is being formed of different buzzwords that were kind of a part of our journey for the last several years. And those buzzwords you can see in front of you: digitalization, globalization, different regulations coming from the authorities, PSD2, GDPR, GAFA business model, and many other things. And one of the results that those buzzwords are bringing to us is that banking industry is becoming as a commodity. So for the consumer, for the merchant, basically for any of banking customer, it doesn't matter much which bank to choose. But I also have some experience that I'm also as a consumer, I don't care much actually which retailer to shop with. Be it Maxima, be it Rimi, Ika, Coop, or any other, so I don't care much. I'm choosing the closest, which is to my home, which is closest to my office, any. And that actually brings to the idea that somehow banks has to stand up from the crowd. And I guess you're having similar kind of demand at your side as well. So what we are also noticing as a part of our journey is that consumers are changing also their behavior quite a lot. So at Swedbank, we are experiencing the boom of mobile. For the last couple of years, the numbers of customers using mobile phone has boosted twice. And it happens every year, meaning twice in 2017, twice in 2016. And I'm already scared to guess what would be the change in 2018. But I found it also something similar also with retail industry, because with the customers with whom we are interacting, so they are referring to building new app, building new functionalities on their mobile commerce stores, and etc., etc. Everyone is actually looking within the hand of reach, be it, I don't know, overview of their financial situation, be it overview of their loyalty cards, be it, I don't know, an access to the goods or services that they would like to get. So everything should happen straight away, not without any, I don't know, a couple of seconds of delay, but immediately, in real time, just right now. It's not also okay to be good enough for the bank, for their customers. I guess it also goes the same for the retailers. Sorry. Yeah, so it's not okay actually to be good enough, because consumers are constantly having an increase in their expectations. So we at Swedbank, and I guess also you at your retail stores, are in the constant demand of exceeding those customers' expectations. And of course, everything is driven by the consumption. So nobody wants to save for the bright future. So everyone wants to spend right here to have a satisfaction, have, I don't know, a please of what he does and what he gets. Yeah, and our colleagues already were mentioning, I think in the earlier presentation, that they are aiming to secure the perfect shopping experience. So do we, actually. We're also aiming to create the seamless shopping experience for our customers. Speaking as of merchants changes, there is also, I would say, among which to mention, so the biggest change what has happened is that global became local. I believe you will confirm that statement that for you it doesn't matter much actually which bank to choose. I know that some of you already have selected some global brands instead of the local banks. And you are using it as a payment solution, you are using it to finance your operations, you are using it for the retailer software, you are using it for many other things actually. So the same goes for us as well. Another thing is also, which is rather relevant for the merchant, would be that the solutions or the banking products that we were offering and still are offering to you, they are somewhat blended together. That could be very well illustrated with an example from Sweden. I guess most of you know product which is called Klarna. This is the way actually how to turn financing facility into the payment facility. And who can be 100% sure that this is a financing product, not the transactional product. So different things are coming into the picture, and again, I would like to refer back to what was said earlier. So we are also living in that bubble, in that cloud of unknown, and we don't know actually where we are going to end with that. But in order to be a part of the game, we are starting to do some of the things, among which to mention. So. And also some of our colleagues, I think the earlier speaker was presenting the dashboards, how to track customers' behavior at the shops. So we're also providing to our customers some of the similar reports, but we are doing it not on, so to say, some behavior at the shop tracking. We are doing it based on the financial data. So for our customers, we are slicing the cardholder data for some certain period of time and supporting our customers to understand who the customers are, supporting them to understand where to target all the marketing efforts, or maybe to open the shop, and etc. And our customers are actually loving it. Of course, these type of reports are mainly meant for the bigger customers than smaller shops. But I presume that it's in the near future when we will be capable of satisfying the demand from the smaller customers as well. And the most recent innovation, I would say, in Lithuania happened shortly before the Christmas. So together with fantastic company Airplay Books, we have introduced an accounting functionality in our internet bank. And some weeks before that, my colleagues in Sweden also introduced the partnership with Swedish fintech company called Mažmeninės that is enabling consumers to manage their subscriptions and to select the best partner actually with whom they would like to continue doing business, or, I don't know, satisfying the demand, be it, I don't know, Spotify music player, or broadband internet, or cable TV, or any other things. So that type of partnerships we're also considering to bring here in the Baltic, but that will come somewhat later on, a bit. I would like to stay a bit longer on the accounting thing that I was mentioning to you earlier, because it's not only about the accounting. Most of the business related to Airplay is happening in the retail industry. And now I would like to give my word to Taivi to point out those things what are relevant to you, and point out where we can join our task forces together to deliver the value added to our customers. I mean, customers meaning private consumers as well as the merchants, or you. So Taivi, the floor is yours.
Thanks. A little introduction about Airplay so that you would know this. This is an Estonian company working worldwide, working with retail accounting. Why this is necessary is because You can create the point-of-sale software from a small Eastern European country and then go to United States and sell it to Elizabeth Arden and these big branches. Rt works as a platform. This means Rt has different parts. We have point of sale, we have inventory, and we have accounting, Rt Books. I'm CEO of Rt Books, so I'm very, very home in accounting side, but not that home in inventory side. And if we work as a platform, then we have a chance to focus. Why is this necessary? Is because the dogma of Rt is sell more. But the dogma of Rt Books is automate accounting. These are contradictory views. We cannot do both. So that's why Rt Books is doing its thing and Rt Point of Sale is doing another thing. With this platform, we can focus on smaller and smaller details. For example, Rt Books can automate your purchases for 85%, meaning that you get your PDF invoice from your supplier, and we can automatically pull it into the software, meaning that you don't need to add any data entry. This is only possible because we are doing this kind of platform strategy. Where we are heading with all of our platform strategy is getting everything online and getting everything real time. A little bit about what the Swedbank Rt Books integration does. Now you can connect your bank with accounting software so that whenever the customer pays you, then in 2-3 minutes, the payment is inside accounting software. This also means the payment is inside inventory software. So when you have an e-commerce and you don't have bank links, then when the customer pays, you can start packing goods 3 minutes after the customer has paid. This far, it has been a struggle for small, medium-sized companies. Bigger companies have done the automation themselves, but all small, medium-sized companies can do this themselves now. Meaning that it's very easy to add your e-commerce solution, very easy to add your e-shop, because you don't need to develop any bank links. You can make an order, which is quite easy to do, and then you can track automatically when the customer pays. This is one type of the thing what we're doing with the real time. The next thing is that, of course, you can make payments quite automatically. You select the invoices and you make the payment. But this is going beyond what the retail aim is. But thanks to this Swedbank solution, what you can do now is basically automate all your e-commerce processes, and retailers can now go beyond what was optional before. Little bit about more what we do with this. What we more do in Rt Books is that I mentioned this purchase automating options. When we are focusing like this, when we are focusing integrations like this, then we don't have to do everything on our own. And that's why we can say that we are, with Rt, you can get your payments seamless, because we are not doing the payments on our own. It's done by the Swedbank. But also, as we are focusing, we can automate all the other aspects that you need. Okay, now it's the slide that I just described. And I think, yes, it's quite finished. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Sorry for presentation. Audience, we have questions? No, thank you. Thank you. O mūsų konferencija